Hello, everybody. Here we got Luis in the fucking building today. About fucking time. We are getting started. I got two Louis in the fucking building, and ain't nobody stop. Hey, I'm about to bounce. Fuck you. Louis. Oh my fuck. You're gonna vape right now. Right at this very moment. You were just choking up for about 30 minutes before this. First, I have the intro that Louis is, the other Louis who was supposed to be here. Fucking, I'm about to bounce.
We originally had two Lewises, and one left, and one got way too stoned.
He shouldn't have left. He's actually too high.
And yeah, that's illegal. I mean,
you're supposed to do it within your domicile. But you know what? He's supposed to text me when he gets home, and he still hasn't texted me, and he lives close to here. Scares me.
Well, yeah, that's the situation we're in. Hey, everyone. I was on this show before once.
You're a returning guest. This is a good day. And if you want to put the mic a little bit closer so you don't sound, hey, everybody.
I will. I don't think it's going to get better. As we were talking about before we started this shit, I am cursed with, Guilford Gottfried syndrome. Though my voice is unique, it does not sound very good.
You sure about that, Louis? You have a soothing voice. Okay, I even have Tiger Millionaire DMing me on Instagram saying you look exactly the same like you did in 4th grade.
Who is Tiger Millionaire?
Alex.
Oh.
Alex Runkle.
Oh, Mr. Alex Runkle. I guess so. Now I do.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think so. You look like a fucking neckbeard to me. You look like a neckbeard. But you don't have a neckbeard. You're nicely shaven. I like it. You look beautiful.
I could use a shave.
I could use a lot of things. But if it can hear, I know for a fact they can hear me. But it sounds so much better when I'm close. It's like we're further. It seems like you're further away this time than you were last episode.
You get that ASMR thing, man. Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
You want to hold that up a little bit? You want me to come over there and pull it back, or there you go. Okay.
Oh man, this was smoother last time, bro. you said this was gonna be a better setup.
It is. Oh my God, Louis. Jesus, no, you're doing it wrong. Come on.
I'm sorry, everyone.
There you go. You was at the club. I was on. There we go.
All right.
Yeah, bada bings.
Closer.
No, you're good.
Closer. There you
go.
All right. Man. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Did you pause it?
No, I didn't pause it. We're going to keep that in there. It's going to be a long one either way.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm sorry about that, everyone. That was awkward, dude. This went so much smoother the first time around.
Don't say that. You're getting too nostalgic, okay? The first problem with that is that you don't resemble, but you're replicating the behavior of the fall throughs and the flakes, which I know I have it listed above the other topic we have, which is trigger words and SJWs, but I'm going to categorize them both in the same bubble. Or how the bubble crosses over, the bubble graph?
Yes, you mean a Venn diagram where there's a correlation between two things.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called, a Venn diagram. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. What's going on? But yeah, and you also wanted to discuss Magic, but I thought we already talked about that 2 hours.
Yeah, we can talk about that stupid card game later, dude. Let's fucking focus on social justice warriors and all that bullshit right now.
Excuse me, you don't know how to boost mana, you fucking asshole.
Oh, dude, I get mana burned so much when I play that game, dude.
I like this water, this Albertsons. Is this from Albertsons? I know for a fact this is from Albertsons. This is the refresh water.
I think it is.
Man, it feels good.
It's good. You get good treatment when you come to Lewis's house to record.
This is 5 minutes of us just jabbering about how this is how this sounds. I can't believe the minutes go so fast. I think it's 5 minutes. Yeah, it is.
Time goes fast. You had to jiggle the microphones around. You just got to get optimal settings for talking. This seems probably really easy to people listening, but...
Yeah, because I used to do a podcast with 2 other people, so where we just put a mic in the middle of the room, and we just we're screaming into it. We had yo, what is poppin'? But I'm doing it off to the side. I have
That
class.
shit sounds epic and reverberous. You
Reverberous.
probably scared the shit out of someone driving their car right now.
You sure? I don't know if it went that far. We're pretty deep in the neighborhood. But either way.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about somebody listening to this driving and just being like, "Shit!"
Oh God. No, but the very few people that listen to this usually listen to it on their phone, like randomly, or they do it when they're driving. I've had people tell me that they do that, but no. What really should trigger you is these SJWs, because SJWs happen to have all the same look. And like I could pull up a picture, or shit, you have a computer right next to you. It's so fucking LAN party designed how this room is, how you have a computer, I have a computer next to me, that we could literally type in SJW and it would come up with some fucking mouth breather with that look of like, huh? With that, like, they're on a college campus always yelling at somebody.
Everybody's kind of got a thing they're fighting for, and as Americans, we got a right to do that, but I feel like some people take it so far in the sense of, like, it's not that it matters so much to them, it's that, like, other people's reactions matter, you know? Like, you don't even care about whatever you're arguing for that much. You kind of care about getting a rise out of everyone and being, like, told, like, hey, you're bad, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I love watching those SJW compilations. SJW's getting owned compilation. Have you ever watched those?
Yeah, and you see people, like, it's something really stupid, like somebody at a border checkpoint that refuses to roll down their window or get out of their car, and they're just like, I'm an American, blah, 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 and like,
I know my rights. There's that person, but I'm talking about the times where there's a guest speaker on a college campus, and there's always some short, fucking, bob-haired fucking bitch going and interrupting the speaker every time. So, like, she always talks about an irrelevant opinion. Like, the guy might be talking about, like, say if he's talking about what I was watching today. I guess the guy was talking about political, not injustice, but he was talking about political science and all this other shit. But either way, he was talking about something totally different. And then she talks about what the hell I just said right now, the political injustice of what do you think of the oppression of minorities and this and that, while she's talking to a minority. Like, he, like, combated her argument of, like, it was weird because she's getting offended for minorities when minorities don't get offended by the things.
She has no place to talk.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what pisses me off. Like, when, a couple episodes, like, back on the old show that we did, we're having an argument about apologizing for our past, even though we weren't there. You know what I mean? Why would we apologize? Like, you know what I mean? It's like
a stupid thing, and it makes me think of this, like, one thing I did see in a social justice warrior compilation where there is a guy parked at, like, some kind of, like, park or, like, hiking trail in, like, a big truck with his kid inside the car, and it's on with the AC on because it's hot. Mm-hmm. And, like, this woman comes up to the car who drives a Prius. And, like, I know that because she, like, literally says it in the video. But she just comes up to the car and, like, starts giving him, like, a shit ton of shit for, like, just sitting in his car with it on. And he's just like, well, it's hot. It's my daughter. And we're waiting for someone who's in the bath or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then, like, she gets even more mad. But at the end of everything of, like, literally cussing this guy out just for, like, having his truck on there, like, she's just like, you only care about yourself. You know that? This is totally ridiculous. You don't care about anyone on this planet but yourself. And you're literally just, like, picturing this woman, and I'm just like, dude, why does it matter to you? Or there's this other really cringy
that's
video.
the point. Yeah, that's like, they always go out of their way. It's like every single time, like how you were saying before, like they just have to get a rise out of somebody.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Hey, you're minding your own business? Hey, let me knock on your window. What are you doing with the car on? I'm sorry. Have you ever been to a city where there's millions of cars on? You fucking idiot. You go to this park where there's guys waiting for somebody else at wherever the hell they are, national park, waiting for his wife, and he has a daughter in the car. Fuck off. You know, when people, like, I get so, like, I just can't stand the fact that people have this whole pedestal where they go, like, you're not saving the planet. I'm like, fuck you. You're the same asshole who's driving a car, too. Just because you went and made your video, we are the world, we love the... You pretentious piece of shit. Songs like that, when I hear them, where it's like, I'm trying to spread awareness. Everything you do, every single, like, I'm trying to reduce waste. Every product that's around us is waste. At the end of the day, this computer, that computer, this fucking bed sheet, everything we've created as a carbon footprint is waste.
We do make a lot of trash, man. We make a lot of trash, dude.
Well, I recycled it.
We have like a big sense of like entitlement as a people to stuff, and I feel like that's where it comes from, and it's kind of scary. I saw this news story a while back about this guy who went onto an airlines who was overweight.
Yeah.
And literally forced the flight attendants to wipe his ass, and I mean like literally, because he claimed he couldn't move around to do it inside the stall, so they had to do it. No, he literally did that, and then if I'm not mistaken, I believe he filed suit against the airline because like they didn't have adequate accommodations for people like him, but they sold him the ticket anyways. If I'm not mistaken,
that's the shit like that. That's the tipping point.
That's how it played out. But it's just kind of like that kind of sense of entitlement. You know what I mean? Like that's really bad. Of just like, oh well, you let me on this plane, so you have to wipe my ass now. Like that. But that literally happened, and they did it. They did it.
Wait, they actually wiped his ass for him?
Because if I remember right, he was literally
still filing suit.
He's just like, I'm gonna shit myself if you don't do this. I think at the end of it, yeah.
The fuck out of
I
here.
believe at the end of it, like they might have filed suit against him first, and then he countersued saying, it's like, well, you don't have facilities for people like me, and yeah.
Where the fuck did you find that story?
That was don't quote me on that, man. That was literally. Oh, dude, I hate to fucking admit it. It's gonna sound so bad, but I heard that on another podcast, dude.
Oh,
yeah, but for real, I mean, but it's just that level of. That's like one example of just like the level of entitlement people have and social justice warriors, and just being like, hey, I have a right to not see people expressing a certain thing where I'm past that, dude.
Well,
you know, you go downtown, you go anywhere, you see people protesting, you see like Christian converter people, you see Mormon convert people everywhere trying to talk to people, and then people saying you're going to hell for being in Vegas and everything like that. And it's just like, I understand that they have a right to do that, and it doesn't really... It's not like they're in my face or like forcing me to do anything, so I accept that. But then some people are like, no, that's really fucked up. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like, it's almost everybody is similar into the way to where they got to be the loudest one in the room when it comes to stating their belief. Because it's always a shouting match every time. Every time I've come across videos like that, or even...
Have you seen the video
those born-agains. I've even come in contact with that where when you're on the Las Vegas Strip and you have the born-agains like, burning in hell, you ain't got your salvation yet, you ain't... And then they have those little those fucking megaphones. You ain't got the megaphones.
Bro.
It's some Filipino guy too with the broken English where he's kind of like, let the Lord God take away your sins of the world.
I got a story for you now, dude.
Yeah.
Speaking of those guys specifically, man, they're always at First Friday, which is an event here in Las Vegas where in the Arts District they close down a street and they sell food and a lot of trinkets and everything like that. But anyways, I'm there, and usually I see one of those guys. They got a really big sign that says just like, repent, blah, 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 like you need to find salvation, everything like that. But this time, there wasn't like one guy. There was 3 guys with signs. And there wasn't one megaphone, bro. There was 3 megaphones. And it was so retarded because they were literally just drowning all of each other out saying things.
Yeah.
And they just went together. But then, I need to tell you what happened after that. Because this is a great story, dude. This is great. This happened to me a while back. So, I'm seeing these guys march through, and they're all drowning each other out. And there's one like guy in the back who's kind of tall, this like older guy, and like he's just walking and yelling. And then some girl with an open full bottle of Fireball comes up, and she just literally knocks his fucking shitty headset off that connects to the megaphone, and he gets hella mad. And then he picks it up, and she knocks it off again, and then she tries to like tear it off and run away with it. And then he's yelling at her. And then, like, he tries to talk through the megaphone. He's just like, you need to find salvation. And she's just laughing at him and yelling all this shit, right? Tries to take his headphone away again. 2 cops show up, right? At the moment, he's trying to take the headphone away. The girl falls because she's drunk as shit with her Fireball. And then her two drunk friends show up. And the cops are there watching all of this. The fucking evangelist guy goes and fucking tells the cops, of course. And he's like, look at my headset. Look at what happened to this. And then her 3 friends are literally just drinking, like downing this bottle of Fireball, 3 of them right in front of the cops. And the 2 cops, this guy and this girl cop, just look at the women and they look at the guy in the headset and they're just like, buddy, you're okay. Just, if she bothers you again, we'll stop her, and just walk away. And I laughed so hard, dude. And it's just like they just didn't even want to deal, bro.
Jesus.
That was pretty. It was bad in some ways, but also a little bit funny, dude.
They didn't even help that guy out.
No, they did not, dude. They
didn't want to get involved. I don't blame them. When you're like, I guess, policing events like that, I wouldn't want to get involved.
They tend to not mess with stuff at like concerts and things
Yeah.
like that. Like you'll see a lot of fucked up people, and they're just like, get out of here.
Yeah,
You know?
I think they're very passive at those events, unless you really and like antagonize them,
Or you're fighting somebody.
or you're fighting something.
Yeah.
Where they actually have to take steps to stop it. But other than that, every time. What about that one time at First Friday when I was dancing around?
I remember that, dude. You're gonna say that guy, the cop came up to you and he was
Yeah.
just like, hey, your eyes are looking glossy.
Yeah, my eyes were looking glossy, and he gave me a breathalyzer test with his fucking palm, where he's like, hey, breathe into my palm. I'm like, Jesus, that was weird. It was weird, man. I was only like 17 at the time, or younger.
Yeah, dude, I remember that.
Bro, I
But
was
you were
looking-
acting like a fucking maniac, dude. You were like fucking dancing, and then when the cops still came up to you, you were still fucking dancing, dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a fucking festival. What the hell do you think? Like, there's music playing, and there's a bunch of other shit going on. It's like, let me be a tight ass over here.
People are uptight, man. People are uptight.
I feel like because
sometimes.
he was one of those balding white cops. Probably his fucking wife likes to get boned by big black dudes. But
Yeah, dude.
that's a stereotype, man. That's a stereotype I know for a fact is real. That came from somewhere. It's like, I want that big Tyrone penis in me.
Yeah.
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 It's like, I can't satisfy you, Helen.
That's
Shit.
that's been a thing, dude.
But I hate to be the person who really like hates on SJWs, but that's a crowd I really can't fucking stand.
You have a right to support what you say. You know, just like I have a right to support whatever I want, and you can say what you want. You know, freedom of speech and everything like that. But just don't be a dick about it. You know what I mean? I have beliefs too. Like,
Yeah,
I have
we all
some
do.
very strong offensive beliefs, but I'm not gonna like shove them in everybody's faces and be like, "No, you have to listen to me because this says."
The
No,
problem I have
I
is when
called
they're at seminars, and there's like a fucking group of like 5 of them marching in there. No, you won't do this. No, no. And then the guy's like, okay, so what we're gonna do? And hey, we have some people back here, or they usually go, could you please leave? Excuse me, we're having a meeting, a private event here. And then, no, we won't. Yeah. And so they always have the same look. It's always the glasses, the big fucking hoodies, and what else? It's
That's definitely.
the face, like
Yeah, dude.
or it's like, you are a cisgender, you're this, and you're this, and you're that. And I'm like, you're a fascist. You know, after a while, I feel like these people, like, I was talking about this on the other podcast, where it's like, these people find one word in the dictionary and they have to keep fucking saying it. Like, they just learned it and they have to repeat it.
Bro,
Like the word fascist, or like, you're a fascist, you're a socialist.
You know, we need to talk about that. if you haven't seen this, you really need to see it, dude.
Yeah.
The fucking NPC meme.
NPC meme?
Have you seen the NPC meme?
No.
Do you know what an NPC is?
Like
the
term? The NPC. Are you talking about like the
of like a video game?
Oh
NPC.
yeah, okay.
So
I thought you were talking about the shitty podcast that.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No. NPC isn't like a non-playable character in a video game, like a character that just says something, like you walk by and that guy's just like, there's some gold around here somewhere, and like that's all he fucking says. So basically, there's been this fucking meme that's come around on the internet called the fucking NPC meme, which is social justice warriors and like kind of liberals in general. So basically, they're robots. It's like the whole theory is saying that like people that say like social justice warrior type things and are very liberal minded aren't actual people and don't have actual souls. They're kind of like robots, or they've been programmed that way. And like a lot of the memes are like, that like regular guy they use for all the memes, like just the stock meme face, the feels guy.
Yeah.
It's that guy except a robot face, and it usually says this meme is dehumanizing. And then it says things like, this meme is dehumanizing. This is offensive, you Nazi. And then when they showed this meme to like liberals and shit like that, they were like, this is fucked up. You're dehumanizing us. But that's what the meme already was. So that's what's so funny about it. Because they were already like, this is offensive and dehumanizing. This is fucked up towards our people. And that's literally what the meme says. It's just a robot saying like, liberal values. This is offensive.
Yeah, man. It sucks to be a liberal. In a way, it's like liberals were always kind of considered the pussies, but now it's just kind of like it's worse. It's even worse to where the way they react.
I mean,
like you can't even say like, oh, like I have liberal like a liberal mindset. I'm like I think like one, but you can't like you don't want to be affiliated with them. It's like some people don't want to be affiliated with feminists because feminists. The fanatical ones, just like religion and every like thought process, there's always a fanatical person that ruins it for everybody.
There really is. But those are the true social justice warriors, because you can care about issues, but that doesn't mean like you fight every day about issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to say like there's a lot of Christians that probably have strong feelings about abortions and think that they're wrong and stuff, but that's a different type of people than the people that like wait outside Planned Parenthood and like pour buckets of fake blood on like moms as they're trying to go in there and shit.
Yeah.
Like that's different. That's a whole nother level of like, no, I'm fighting every day for change.
You're not fighting. You're just being a nuisance. You know what I mean? I hate to be like
belief is
the
good.
The corny thing to where it's like it's better to write a letter and to state your opinion and to conjure up actual coherent thoughts, not just fucking. Like you just said, throw fake blood on people at Planned Parenthood. I'm fighting. No, you're a fucking nuisance.
I just see me personally, dude. When I go out, if I see something that I think mainly of social justice warriors seeing something and being offended or protesting offensively, like for the sake of someone to be like, hey, you know what I mean? Like that's what I see. But for the sake of that, like whenever I'm out, if I see some crazy ass protest or some people doing some stupid shit, I'm just like, damn, well, it's their right to be stupid. Like, you can't stop them. You can't stop them from protesting, but that's the whole thing that the social justice warriors kind of try to do. And they get offended and they're like, no, you can't do this, blah, 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 blah. And then there's people on the other side of that are just like, oh, I'm gonna do this to be extra offensive on purpose.
Because to counteract the ways SJWs work, you have to be a troll. So it gives the trolls a lot more power.
Yeah. Well, no, I'd argue that trolls do have a lot more power. When I was talking about that meme right now, that meme, like, that started, like, well, this conversation's been going on for a while, but a lot of people say that why Trump and the right is, like, so successful is because they can meme, dude. Like, and the fucking left can't fucking meme, bro. And this, like, NPC thing that I showed you, like, you should see how much shit there is for that. But the left can't make memes. There's no funny memes about, like, any of the candidates right now. About fucking Joe Biden. Does that guy have memes right now?
The only memes that I've ever seen with Joe Biden is when
he's doing the creepy shit with the girl, right?
not that one, not just that one, not just that one. There's the one where I seen where he wants to do something, but Obama's always holding him back. He's like, I'll beat his fucking ass. And then Obama just looks over at him like, no, not right now. Like, there's those memes. But, yeah.
I can't wear these right now, man.
You all right there? You sweating?
It's hurting my fucking ears.
Oh.
Headphoneless, man. We're doing this the old-fashioned way.
You know, it sounds good, an old-fashioned donut. Yeah. Old-fashioned donut's where it's at, either way. But, yeah, so we're going to move forward from that whole SJW fucking brigade siege that we had to fight over there. But it'll come back. It'll always come back because, good Lord, they fucking annoy me so much. Like, I just want to, like, punch a wall every time I, like, hear their argument.
What gets your goat, man? What? Tell me something that would make you mad.
Just how they interact and how they present themselves. Like, you know, it's just like some people will hear you out on the right platform, but you go to these events and where you're not even invited or you have no place there. Like, nobody's hearing you because you're so damn belligerent about it. Know what I mean? There's valid points thrown every once in a while, but then it's like totally null and void the way it's all about delivery of how you're saying it.
Yeah, you could be a lot more professional with stuff and not fight over stuff, you know what I mean? It's like a different, like, kind of argument thing, you know? It's just certain people just kind of have this whole, like, mindset and everything when they're going out and they're trying to be, like, offensive like that, or they're just acting like how they say is right, and they're just like, yeah, say something to me. I hope someone says something to me. Like, there's people like that on both sides, though, dude.
There is, of
like,
course.
I've seen people who are, like, fully decked out in, like, Trump shit. Like, I saw this guy who was literally wearing, like, this fucking jersey. Like, it was a nicely made, probably hell expensive jersey that had Donald Trump on the back riding an eagle, firing 2 machine guns with, like, his fucking suit ripped open, looking buff as fuck. And then he was wearing the MAGA hat and shit. And he was literally just walking around like, yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do about it? And that's hella different than, you know, voting for him and being like, well, actually, maybe I agree with some of his economical choices. That's hella different than being like, fight me, bitch, about, like, your choice, dude.
Yeah.
But there's people on both sides like that, dude.
Yeah.
There are people, there's, like, hippies
that
are way worse than that are literally, like, going to give cops a hard time for literally no reason. Or, like, anyone a hard time, just like, this is oppression, like at like Walmart for a long line, and just be like, this is unruly and unfair, and shit like that for no reason, dude.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there isn't idiots on both sides, because that's what balance is, man. You gotta have the far right fucking radical, and then you gotta have the left wing fucking nut job over there, and they're both screaming over each other, and to win an argument, I believe, and I'm going back on my what I was going to say right there, was you can only win an argument if you listen. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they kind of just talk over each other constantly, dude.
It's never, nobody's going to win in that battle. And honestly, nobody's supposed to win.
It's supposed to be kind of like a compromise type deal, you know?
It's all about compromise.
Yeah, but people are fighting for, like, unreal things, like things like college safe spaces and things like that, where it's like, no one can be loud here, no one can swear here, no one can say anything offensive, there can't be music here, there can't be any, you know what I mean? And it just gets to a point where, like, oh, come on, this is offensive now? You know what I mean? Like, what, this is offensive? Wearing a striped shirt is offensive? You know, and it just gets to be a bit like, okay, come on. But I'm of the opinion that if you're not bothering someone else directly, do your thing, man. You know, like, I see a bunch of crazy people all the time doing stuff. There's this guy, I love seeing this guy down on fucking, what is that, Tropicana, like, right off of Boulder Highway, dude, and he's, like, handing out Bibles and has a shit ton of signs with, like, scripture quotes. He just has a box of Bibles. I don't know where he gets them. And he's just giving them out to people. And I'm like, do your thing, man. What's bad about that? Like, what is bad about that?
And if someone was to go up to him, be like, say some atheist to be like, what are you doing spouting off this other horse shit?
That's different.
Yeah.
But you think about some guy just out there doing the atheist pamphlets.
Yeah.
I bet there'd be a lot more people being like, this is fucked up. You know what you're doing here? You know what I mean? So, like, that's kind of a little bit skewed. I wouldn't feel fucked up about the atheist guy at all.
Well, okay.
That's the way I'm trying to come around to it.
I feel like people should treat other people like they're in other cars. Because they are. Like, imagine you're just driving along and then some guy's playing his loud music, right? Yeah. Eventually, you're going to get past him. You just fucking... Either you turn away or you fucking just keep going past. Like, you go on about your day. But no,
they don't really bother you.
Yeah, it's like...
I think the main thing that happens with social justice warriors is they, like, die on some really stupid-ass hills, man. Because, I mean, I'll get upset, but I'm a rational person, you know? And unless I'm actually getting directly affected by something, I'm not going to, like, have a shouting match with somebody and do all stupid shit.
Yeah, what? It's just how fucking road rage is stupid.
Exactly.
Like, you're going to go cut somebody off and then pull the car over and be like, hey, you know what the fuck you were doing? And then go about your day. You're like, oh, wow, you just wasted 20 minutes of your day to cut somebody out so they can just sit in their car, and look at you.
Yeah, man.
Or you could tell your city, like, hey, can we write a law to fucking minimize the jackasses on the road? There you go. Actual shit gets done, right? If you do it right.
Yeah.
Not every single time. You're not going to see instant results.
Assuming everything else works.
Yeah, assuming if it's there. But I'm saying if you go about the right way, you know, if we weren't so passive about, like, just about how our community is, we're so fucking focused on what the hell the White House is doing. We're like so blind to what the fuck happens in our community. We're not even concerned about that. That's the shit we should be concerned about.
We should care a lot more about our local governments and get involved. And I think everybody's pretty guilty about that, of just, like, not even... I'm
not one to be on a soapbox either. I'm not one to be
I can't fucking name anyone who's in. But
I'm also not a person going, I gotta go to the White House and fucking blah 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 blah. Going for, you know, I'm not doing that either.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm a part of the problem in a way, but I'm saying it's so distracting to go these so many different ways. You can hate me all you want and say, like, well, you're so passive. I just go about my fucking day. At the end of the day, I could stop breathing at any moment. I don't know. That's just how I decided to do my thing. No, we got to be so wrapped up in somebody else's life. Let me squeeze my head a little bit to get in your ass. Oh. No. That's my problem.
The way other people live their lives genuinely does not bother me most of the time. But some people it does, and I think that's the root of this issue.
I don't like pedophiles. That's probably rapists and pedophiles. The only people kind of like.
Yeah, no.
But they interrupt with other people's lives. So
that's fucked up. That interrupts other people's lives. But that's what I mean. I think at the end of the day, what really pisses me off most about social justice warriors is they're trying to tell other people how to live their lives. They're trying to say something is wrong or what they're doing is bad.
Or they're spouting off freaking words that they learned once.
And saying that, like, they're right.
I took an anthropology class and a psychology class and what's the other one? A philosophy 102 class, and now I know everything. Yeah. Round of applause for that guy. But I'm moving forward from that, man. My blood vessels in my head are going to pop.
Let's talk about something less annoying. Let's pick a
like people who fall through and flakers.
Oh, that's more annoying. Pick something lighter. Pick something.
Do you want to do magic? Do you want to talk about magic? Oh, man. Or sexual thoughts?
We can talk about sexual thoughts.
All right, throw me one. Throw me a weird sexual thought you've had. Because we're at the 34-minute mark. Because I know, good Lord, it's going to be a long one.
You've brought this up to me before.
Yes,
and this is just kind of a stupid thought, but, like, why do women care if you see them in their underwear, but they don't care if you see them in a bikini? Because that is horse shit, and I'd love for someone to explain it to me. I mean, unless it's
I can explain it to you.
Unless it's, like, very skimpy underwear, and my girlfriend has tried, and she's like, it's different, but if it's, like, essentially like bikini kind of underwear. Like, why? Why?
I can explain it to you, okay? Because it goes on the whole part of like consent that they want you to see that. Because underwear, in a way, is to where it's supposed to cover up that kind of like gross shit. You know, it's like, say they have a panty liner on, or they have the way the bra fits and all this other stuff. It's supposed to be clothes. It's clothes that's covered. They're not meant to be seen. But like bikinis have different designs, and they're meant to be seen. It's like the purpose of them. I know. It sounds stupid, but I get the argument.
It's just like, no, I'm ready now. Like, I'm wearing this thing now. We're at a place where it's appropriate now.
You ever go on like say you think your girlfriend or your wife looks very pretty that day, but she, like, her hair's a little too frizzy for her, like, because it's raining that day, and she's like, I look like shit. It's kind of it's kind of like that.
That's my girlfriend a lot, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's the little details that are compared in there. Because, yeah, they're almost exactly the same. If they're wearing a two-piece, then yeah. But then you get the one-piece, you get what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a privacy, consent, / thing. I can totally debunk whatever thought process behind that. Oh, God. Sorry, my throat's getting itchy, man. You be hitting too many shit in here. Got all these vape pens and... Damn, man. I tell you, man, you can't be having all these damn vapors and smokes in my atmosphere.
I smoke a lot of things, bro.
I smoke a lot of things, dude.
I smoke a lot of things. Let's
You're all right there. You're looking pretty drowsy, man.
I don't know how much I got more for sexual thoughts. I was thinking about story time now, but...
No, we got plenty of sexual thoughts, man.
Tell me some sexual thoughts then, my man.
Sexual thoughts, like weird thoughts, like...
Throw me that water jug.
Can I? While I'm talking here, I'll even carry the mic while I'm talking.
Oh, here you go. I've never done this before. Man.
So, sexual thoughts I've had before, and people find this weird, but I've never done this in real life, like pissing on somebody. But I kind of find it like slightly erotic.
If I was in the situation, dude, I don't know if I could, man.
I've always kind of wanted to do it.
Shy like that. I'm a little shy like that, anyways, like for real. But then, like on top of that, being shy already, it's just like someone there's just like fucking piss on me. Like I'm just like
the video I showed you on Twitter.
Oh man,
that shit was a little too extreme. Like that, like the dude was laying in the tub, and the girl was like squatted over his face, and she's going. Oh! That was extreme, you know.
That's a lot, man. I mean, let me just give the audience just audio.
Why do you like these ASMRs,
so just think about that pissing thing.
You don't even have the headphones on. You're killing me. You're disgusting. You're a pig. I give ASMRs all the time while I'm on here.
And then the guy is just like...
Shut the fuck up. Other sexual thoughts that I've had.
That'd be a lot, man.
Oh man. So, you ever have those days where you don't whack it and you're kind of like shit? And it's like you're horny as hell. You're almost like woman horny. Like you're like when a woman tells you she's horny, she gets like too like extra with this. She's like, I'm so fucking horny, man. I could ride a cock anytime. It's kind of like that.
I get what you mean.
Like, there's one time where I was kind of like vacuuming my car, and this middle-aged white girl was next to me, and she had a sundress on. I'm like, oh, fuck. Something came out of me, man. Something primal. It was weird. I never thought. I just had those straight, like, bend you over and fuck you type of thoughts.
I've had those thoughts before, too. Sometimes it's just, but it's, like, given to you.
They're like thrown into your head. Like, you don't manifest them. It's just like, it's almost like when somebody talks about like their workplace secretary and they're kind of like, yeah, that'd be kind of hot if we did it in the office. I don't know. I've never worked in an office setting, but however movies and TV kind of pictures it and throws it in there, you know?
Yeah, man.
It's pretty accurate.
I feel like at the 2 different jobs I've had where I was a delivery driver, I had 2 separate girls who like were into me, and I was like, already had my girlfriend at the time, and I was like not having it. It was 2 girls I was very much not interested in, by the way. I am not saying this to brag at all. They were both not desirable, to say the least. But both of them kind of like chased me and made provocative comments and like did playful things, and I was just kind of like, no, leave me alone.
Because you were in love. I'm telling you. It's always when you're in deep. Were you like in the honeymoon phase with your girlfriend?
Dude, I feel like I still am.
Okay, I'm talking about in the beginning, Louis. Fuck, Jesus.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, was it like in the beginning of your relationship?
Yeah, we weren't living together. It was towards the beginning of our relationship, but it was 2 separate times. Well, no, for the second one, it was in the middle. So for the second one, it was much later because I was at a different job.
Yeah, to tell them to be gone. It usually happens around those times, and you kind of like you're kind of disgusted by them. You're like, you kind of get that reaction like how girls like, ew, get away from me, pervert. But you have it in your head where you're kind of like,
yeah, but
hands off, skank.
Yeah, when you're working with someone, it's hard to get away from.
Yeah,
you know. And they just bother you a lot, and they're just like, "Oh, I'm so bored. Talk to me."
Let me bump into you. Let me caress your arm a little bit. Hey, how's excuse me?
No bullshit.
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah,
Louis, I know what it's like, man. Don't worry.
For real though, dude.
You're like hands off.
Dude, have you ever been hit on by a gay guy? Has that happened to you? Cause that shit's happened to me, dude. I've been like hard as fuck hit on by a gay guy, dude. I don't know if that's happened to you. It. Once again, it's not something I'm proud of.
Well,
has that happened to you though?
No, I don't think it has.
That hasn't, dude. There's this one time.
Unless they consider me a bear, I don't know.
There was this one time when we were in high school still at the Adventure Dome.
Nice.
And there was this gay guy there with these other like 2 guys that were his friends, and this one gay guy literally started talking to us and would not leave me alone type shit, and was just like, "Oh, you should come back to the hotel room." I'm like, "Suck your dick, turn the lights off. You can think about whoever you want." And I was just like,
he told you that?
That was literally said. I'm not even making that up for this podcast, dude.
Was that a name?
And I was like underage.
Did you know them?
No.
Just a random stranger?
Yeah.
Like he probably liked the long hair, because I remember that in high school.
Oh my god.
It was the long hair, man.
That happened.
I think he wanted to get you in the room, and he could think about whoever it was. He wanted to Ving Rhames rape you, bend you over the bed, put a gag ball in your mouth. But you were younger, so you get that fucking vape shit off the mic. You're an asshole.
That was bad.
I'm in the middle of describing this weird fucking thing that happened to you at the Adventure Dome. He's trying to give you that adventurous dome.
I'm thinking about now, dude, that we're getting into the sexual stuff. Like, I have to tell the fucking bathhouse story, dude.
Please, that's what this is here for.
I have to tell the bathhouse story, dude.
You know what? I'm gonna cut it off right there, and that would be the part 2. Or unless we keep going, we make this the hour. Actually, we'll hit it at the hour mark.
Let's get the fucking sexual thoughts out, and then we'll start back with magic and talk about all the other serious shit and get mad again. Okay, baby.
Anything for you.
Let me tell you this bathhouse story, dude, because I saw some crazy shit. Should I start the story there? Okay. Start the story
don't fucking Chris Nolan me, or what the fuck is... Anyways.
This all started with this group called Building Blocks, which teaches like this all started with this group called Building Blocks, which started with this.
You're high, dude. You're like extremely high.
This all started with this.
Shut the fuck up with that shit.
Okay, so basically, my girlfriend and I used to go to these classes. They were like fetish sex classes where they just like teach like sex shit.
No invite?
Well, it's a thing. Like, I could show you where it is. But anyways, like, they do classes, like sex classes. It's a whole thing. And then occasionally for fundraisers, they do play parties. Mm-hmm. And for this specific play party, the original venue that they usually use got fucking booked or some stupid shit like that. So they rented out a gay bathhouse on the seedy side of town close to where I live. Right by where the Green Door is. It was not the Green Door. The Green Door is a swingers club in Las Vegas, for those of you that don't know. But this was close to that. But basically, they rented out an entire gay bathhouse and had a couple classes there, and then an entire play party where basically they set up sex toys and a bunch of other crazy shit, and you could do whatever you wanted. But it was also at the same time still a functioning gay bathhouse. And I mean, this is gonna make me sound really gay, but if I didn't have to fuck dudes, I would go back to that fucking bathhouse, dude, because that shit was baller.
Wait,
there,
they made
man.
you have to fuck dudes too?
Huh?
You had to
No,
fuck-
no, what I'm saying is the bathhouse was still open for regular guys. So in the midst of all this crazy sex shit happening, there were just a bunch of regular ass gay guys that are just there for their like regular Friday night, and they were just like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" type shit. So, it was a,
so they felt weird. They're kind of like, "Ugh, what's that? What's going on over there?"
It was a really weird mix of people, dude. And I mean, like, dude, at this bathhouse, they have like a dark room where it's literally like a pitch black room that like naked dudes just go into to like fuck
and fill up on each other.
Yeah. But in addition to the baller shit, they had a fucking indoor heated pool. They had a fucking spa.
Did you get rubbed down? What happened? Did you get frisky, or did you just watch?
I was there. I attended with my girlfriend, and we did some things. Not so much with like other people, but we did some things. But more than anything, just kind of taking it in. Like I never really envisioned I would be in a hot tub with my girlfriend and like 6 other naked people. And it's like, it's just whatever. Like, there's just, like, 3 women to the right of me with their tits out, and my girlfriend's there, and her friend's there, and it's like, whatever. Like, it was a very weird
How was
feeling.
the ratio in the tub?
Quite good.
Oh, for you, yeah, it's quite good.
Uh,
So you're saying there was your girlfriend, 3 other girls, right? 3 other girls.
Yeah, and then there was, like, other guys, and it changed over time, dude. There was some creepiness there, but there was, like, a very even mix of people. And you could buy, like, private rooms there, and then there were a bunch of rooms set up. They had freaking sex toys set up, and then there were a bunch of people getting, like, tied up, a bunch of people getting whipped, and it was just a crazy environment to, like, be in and see. And like I said, very liberate. Not so much that, like, I want to be a nudist, but just kind of just, like...
It felt free. Like,
It's weird.
No
like,
judging.
You're just talking to a woman over 40 who literally gets into a hot, like, literally takes off all her clothes and then just gets into a hot tub where you are, and she's just like, "How's it going?" And I'm just like, "It's great."
How's it going?
Like, you know what I mean? And you're
Was she voluptuous?
yes.
She
Like,
had-
I can genuinely
she had
say,
nice
yeah,
bazungas?
dude, I saw some beautiful things there. Like, that's what I mean, taking it in. Like, dude, there was like several Sabians and like women getting on them like nonstop. You could just sit there and watch women ride Sabians, like type shit. You literally could.
Jeez. This was like, it was almost like, was this like a event, almost like a Groupon event type shit?
Well, yeah, you had to pay for it. Like I
Well,
said,
of
it was
course
a
you had to pay
fundraiser.
for it, but I'm saying it was a private event, and you were invited because of those classes that were fetish based.
It was just anyone could have come to it, dude. There was when it first
was
started.
open door?
When it first started, no bullshit. There were like 200 people there, and then it like tapered off, and there weren't as many later. But like there was a lot of shit going on, dude. Like I said, like people getting tied up, people getting whipped,
No, I'm saying
people getting hot wax poured on them.
I'm saying for the
people pissing on
classes.
people. That was happening there too, by the way.
I figured
That was happening there.
people are into golden showers.
I
I'm not
didn't
surprised by
visually
that.
see it, but they literally announced, like, at the beginning of everything, they were like, "By the way, guys, we're happy to announce that at this venue, we can do pee play. You just have to be in the shower area."
Why do you call it pee play? It's golden
or
showers.
piss play. Well,
Get out
whatever
of here.
you
Don't
wanna
call it pee play. That's
They
weird.
call it, like, piss play and shit. It sounds
It's
weird.
pee play. Well, I
not
don't know if
appealing.
it's. I can't say it's weird. I'm saying it's just. You could say golden shower. Golden shower just sounds cooler than that. But Jesus. Where's this at? Where's this classes being taken place at?
The Erotic Heritage Museum.
That's where the classes are being taken at? Oh, this whole time. You know what? I'm gonna have to.
You should look it up, man.
I'm gonna dig in. I'm gonna see what's up there. I'm gonna
But
see
that
what's up.
was totally wild and an amazing experience, dude. And like I said, it was just really cool, dude. Like really fucking cool. Like and people were into it. I mean, I wasn't that into it with my girlfriend, where we were just gonna like have sex in front of people, but you literally just see people just like, all right, it's time to have sex, and they just take their clothes off and starts going down on his wife, or just like some other couples doing this, like
So you just watched
just right
that
away.
that was my question. That if you did you not?
I did not have sex with other people other than my girlfriend, but my girlfriend and I did have sex there and saw many crazy
but
things.
in front of people.
No,
You didn't
like,
do it. You did it.
nah, we
You
went
did it
to,
in the
like,
private rooms.
We were trying to find a like place, and like her and I were both kind of like, we should go somewhere like semi-public, and then like it was just kind of like a bit odd everywhere, so we like got a room. But for the experience of going, I go again. I'd be more adventurous at a different one. There were definitely people there willing to do whatever, dude.
Was there anybody who came up to you guys and like asked like, "Hey, could I?"
Yeah.
I just want to know.
They weren't.
Man.
I will say this though, dude. I will say this. That was another thing too. Is you'd kind of imagine in that environment like a bunch of guys were like creeps and shit, but the majority of people were like super respectful type shit. And like I mean like dude, like I had. Oh man, I hope my girlfriend never listens to this, but like it's like we're like smoking next to like smoking hot chicks and their boyfriends there, but they're just like nude type shit.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
You know, and she has like red marks up and down her ass, and she's like having the best time of her life, and she's like, yeah, I love this, it's so fun, like smoking a cigarette there with us. And it's just like after I saw her get like whipped type shit. You know what I mean? And you're just kind of like, it's cool being in that environment, dude.
Well, it's supposed to be one of those things to where it teaches you not to judge people, I guess, in a way.
Some people were a little bit weird. There was a guy there. This is also very strange, but there was a guy there who actually wasn't there for the play party, and he was just there for like the bathhouse, who was like gay, and like he just started talking to us and liked my girlfriend's hair, and he's like, oh, I love your hair, oh my god. And he's like, you guys should come to this restaurant with me after this, what's your phone number? And it was hella weird. It was hella forward, but it wasn't even, he wasn't even trying to have sex with us.
Yeah,
he was just there in like the hot tub with us, but it was a little bit awkward, you know.
Well, he's trying to get some friends. The guy was trying to make some friends at an orgy, bathhouse, whatever the fuck was going down. But hey, that's pretty lit.
They had a big ass porno theater. Dude, I'll tell you. I want to tell you something else about the bathhouse because like,
how big is this place? This place sounds fucking massive.
Dude, it was baller. Like I said, if you were there, they had a gym too. Like I swear to God, like if you went there, dude, you would be like, I see why people are gay. Like, it was really dope. And, like, if it wasn't for the sole reason, because the only reason dudes go there is to find dudes to fuck and to fuck. That's the only reason gay bathhouses exist. Like, I wish I could go there just to not fuck. But literally, when you go there to get a room and to, like, get in, you have to pay and get a towel.
How much is it?
Huh?
How much is it?
That thing was a special thing, so it's a totally different thing. The
No,
bathhouse itself?
No, but I'm saying, how much did you pay?
Did I pay? I think it was like $25.
That's it?
Yeah.
It was $25 for that whole fucking swinger party bathhouse mixed with a rec center mixed with Jesus.
Yeah, there was
like a deal.
There was a snack room.
I went to a place called Glow Zone. I had to pay $30, and still they didn't let me play the arcade games. You could do parkour shit in there, but it was pretty cool.
Arcade games.
Yeah, so Glow Zone is basically like a Sky Zone. But it doesn't have all the trampolines. It's more or less just like an arcade place mixed with like party rooms. It's a little kid's place, but they have an adult night like every second Friday of the month. So I paid $30 for that. I wouldn't mind paying $20 to experience that. But that's just my weird ass.
It was wild, but
wanting to see how the shit goes down. I'm just so curious.
Crazy. But like I said, like it was crazy, but the whole bathhouse thing was fascinating. But let me tell you about the towels. Just let me tell you this shit about the towels, okay?
All right, throw it at me.
Because literally, you had to get a room, and when you get a room, you get towels, basically. But the room is for fucking. The towel is for like after.
Wiping it off?
Yeah. Like
God,
they have a bin.
So
they have a bin. They don't touch the
gross.
towels afterwards. They're just like, oh, put it in this bin. Yeah. Anyways,
do they wash them or do they discard them?
I don't know. But the towels are some serious shit. Because listen, I didn't even get to the part about the towels. The towels, bro. Okay, listen. So we go to the thing. Because Chanel and I are going to get a room at the thing, right? And we're just like, I would like to get a room. And it's this black gay guy running the counter. And he's just like, oh, what kind of towel do you want? Do you have a preference? And he points to this towel thing that has like 9 different options for color of towel. And it's like white towel, mystery, black towel, top, red towel, bottom, blue towel, power bottom, white and blue towel, switch, red and blue towel, oral, this and blue towel. So literally, it's like an unspoken code kind of thing. Like I'm not gay and I have no interest to be gay, but at the same time I'm like, this is fucking crazy how you've like set this shit
how
up.
organized it is.
Yeah, to where like they don't even talk. You just choose your towel and then you go in there and work out or hang out in the hot tub and then someone sees you and they're like, hey, and then you end up fucking. I guess.
So say if you have the same towel as somebody else.
It's not even like that, because like a top and a bottom or like switch or something, so you just see somebody and you're like, oh, I want some of that.
You kind of want to do it. Yeah, the fact that it's so organized, I would blow my fucking mind too.
It was fucking, dude, and no, they had a whole sex shop with like the fucking poppers, like the drugs for sex, and like extends and all these erection pills and dildos and all this crazy shit at the beginning too. Like, it was fucking crazy, and that's usually there, like I said. But it's a gay bathhouse. You can't go there. They don't do any. They don't do any swingers pills, things man. There. What? I
would never take those dick hard pills, man. Those extends or those Viagras. I would never do those.
Like the creepy ones that they're for sale at the gas stations that say like Rhino 5 million.
Yeah. And
it's like a pill within this pill. And it always like has like a hologram on the thing that says like authentic, and I'm just like, this is not a Pokemon card. This is like a dick pill, dude. Like, what does that even mean?
It's like libido pills. No, well, libido pills are different, a little different, but they have the same kind of purpose. But, dude, that's a wild story, man. You ever plan on going back again?
I would. But that was like a one-time thing they did for a fundraiser. But if there was something similar to that was happening, I totally would. I'm pretty
sure they're having another fundraiser. Don't you worry.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. And it was
They'll raise the funds, man.
It was an experience, bro. I'd go back. I'd go back. That was some shit, bro. That was some shit.
All right, so I'm just gonna cut it off right there, because damn, that is such a good high note right there. I love it.
That was fucking crazy.
But
are we gonna do part 2?
Round of applause. We're going on a part 2.
Are we actually gonna talk about magic?
Yeah, we're at the 57-minute mark. So see you guys later on part 2. But I'm gonna throw the plug in there. If you haven't already, you can email the podcast for any stories, suggestions, or shit, just want to say hello in an email format. Just email the podcast at egojames@gmail. No, wait. Sorry. Stop going there. So, egojamespodcast@gmail.com. That's where you email us at. I know I'm saying email a million times. But you can also follow me on Twitter at NorthtownEgo. And then you can follow me on Instagram at TheEgoJames. And shit, he wants to plug it too. You want to say it too? Come on, bring it.
I don't.
Go listen to Los Ascatados.
I got a band called Los Atascados. That's LOSATASKADOS. LOSATASKADOS. That's how you spell it. Los Atascados. We play ska, reggae, and punk music. And we are coming out with a new EP in the next 2 to 3 months. Maybe we could play some of this on this shit sometime, but I don't know. I started a business, but I don't really want to like put my phone number out here. So like, maybe for next time. But yeah, that's about all I really want to plug right now.
That EP better come out in 2 months, and it better be on every streaming platform. If you guys don't put it on every streaming platform, I'm gonna fucking go over there.
You could help us out a lot with that, because we're really lazy stoners and don't do a lot.
Good Lord. All right. See ya.